So picture this. In a quiet forest, a tiny hero is about to start this huge adventure. Today, we're diving into the journey of a curious little squirrel on a quest for something I think we can all relate to, that feeling of true serenity. So let's get into it, the legend of the Serenity Tree.
You know, every great quest starts with some kind of legend, right? A whisper of a promise. And this one, wow, it's about a place where all your worries just melt away, leaving nothing but pure peace. I mean, how could you not want to find that? It's this powerful, irresistible call to adventure, and it's exactly what kicks off our hero's journey.
Okay, so the stage is set. We've got our curious squirrel, this legendary tree, and this big quest for perfect rest. But this is about so much more than just a trip through the woods. It's really a quest to figure out what peace even means. So where does this all begin? Well, it starts with a story, a tale whispered down from the older squirrels. Let's really dig into the legend that sparked this whole incredible journey.
All right, so let's meet our hero, Little Chestnut. And what's special about this little squirrel is it's just boundless curiosity. It's not enough to just hang out in the nest. Nope, Little Chestnut is always looking out into the distance, eyes gleaming, just wondering what else is out there.
And this is what it's all about, the destination. The ultimate Serenity Tree. It's so much more than just a comfy place to sleep. Think of it like a living, breathing sanctuary. The old-timers, they talk about it like it's this natural symphony, where the rustling leaves are a lullaby and the sound of water is like a gentle whisper, all promising the absolute deepest sleep you can imagine.
Okay, so with this amazing legend stuck in its head, Little Chestnut decides it's time to stop dreaming and start doing. The dream is officially becoming an adventure. And now, the real journey begins. And just like that, we're off. With one little flick of its tail, Little Chestnut takes a leap and is suddenly in this whole new world, full of amazing detail. You can almost feel it, can't you? That fresh, cool air, the sunlight peeking through the leaves. You can hear that soft rustle as it walks. And its little nose picks up the smell of pine and wildflowers. It's just a total sensory experience.
You know, a hero's journey is almost never a solo mission. And sure enough, along the way, Little Chestnut runs into some pretty key characters. These aren't just random meetings either. They're like guides, each one offering up a little piece of wisdom or a really important warning that's going to shape the whole rest of the trip.
And right here, we meet an old fox, just napping under some tree roots. And this fox is the one who really gives the quest its shape. Suddenly, the journey isn't some vague idea anymore. Now it has two very real, very intimidating obstacles, a thicket of thorns and a super misty valley. So, with that fox's warning still ringing in its ears, Little Chestnut just keeps going, heading straight for what's got to be the hardest part of the whole quest. This is it. This is where we're going to see what our little hero is really made of.
So, the path ahead is clear, but it is definitely not easy. There are two major tests standing in the way. First, a physical one, that wall of thorns, and then a mental one, trying to find your way through a thick, completely disorienting fog.
And this first part is such a great moment for our character. Think about it. Little Chestnut gets pricked by these thorns, but it doesn't even think about turning back. Instead, that pain actually makes it more determined. It's like every little prick just reinforces how much it wants, how much it needs to find that peaceful rest.
So after the physical test comes the mental one. In this crazy thick fog, you can't see a thing, right? So Little Chestnut has to switch gears and rely on a different sense entirely, its hearing. That faint sound of water in the distance becomes its guide, its lifeline through all the uncertainty. And that's just a beautiful metaphor, isn't it, for finding your way when you literally can't see the path in front of you.
Okay, so our little hero made it. It got through the thorns, it navigated the fog, and it has finally arrived. But wait, the journey's not quite over yet. There's one last test standing between Little Chestnut and that legendary tree.
And wow, what a sight. This place, this tree, it's real. And it is absolutely breathtaking. You've got sunlight pouring down in these golden rays. The tree is just massive, and you can just feel this deep, real sense of peace in the air.
And this is when a guardian spirit appears. The final test. It's not about strength, it's not about being brave. To prove it's worthy, Little Chestnut has to show that it truly appreciates the forest. And how does it do that? By collecting the forest's most precious treasures, its sounds. It's really a test of mindfulness, of just being completely present in the moment. And here's the cool part. Little Chestnut doesn't do it alone. With some help from a friend, they come up with these really creative ways to capture the essence of the forest. I mean, using leaves to catch the sound of the wind, using shells to hold the melody of the stream, that's amazing. It's just this perfect little moment of teamwork and clever thinking.
All right, the final test is passed, and that brings us to the story's really powerful conclusion. This is the part where Little Chestnut gets exactly what it wanted, but also discovers something so much deeper. And there it is, success. The quest is officially complete. Little Chestnut finally gets that perfect, undisturbed sleep it was searching for, literally surrounded by the very sounds it learned to appreciate so much on its journey. Talk about the ultimate reward, right? But you know what? The story doesn't end there. In this really heroic move, Little Chestnut wakes up and realizes that this gift, it's just too amazing to keep all to itself. So what started as a personal quest turns into a mission to bring that same peace and serenity to everyone else in the forest.
And this, right here, is really the heart of the story. The goal at the beginning was a destination, right? A specific tree, a place to get some rest. But the real treasure, the real prize, was found all along the way, in the friends it made, the challenges it overcame, and the beautiful sounds of the journey itself.
And that's the big aha moment. Serenity wasn't some trophy waiting for you at the finish line. It was there the whole time, in every rustle of the leaves, every little bubble of the stream. The journey itself was the serenity.
Which, of course, brings us to the final thought here. Little Chestnut's quest is really a beautiful metaphor for our own lives, isn't it? We've all got these goals we're working so hard to reach. But this story kind of makes you stop and think, what about the peace and beauty we might be missing along the way? So I'll just leave you with that question to think about.
Do you still like today's story? If you like, please remember to subscribe to this channel and click the like icon. You can receive notifications and hear the latest stories as soon as possible. Good night, my baby.